loves, today's video, if you guys could not guess by the title, is talking about self-image, self-love, and just celebrating you. Now, I don't know if you guys saw my previous collab that I did with some really beautiful and special souls, and once again I decided to collab with a few other people, and some of them I reached out to, some of them volunteered. There are 4 beautiful ladies in this video, and I really appreciate all of their stories and them taking the time to answer the questions that I wrote for them. And you know, I just love doing videos like this because you guys don't have to see my face all the time, and you guys get to hear from real people about real things that nobody really touches on, because I feel like social media is always portrayed as that picture perfect world, and let's be real guys, real life is not like that. I mean, yes, there are happy times, there are definitely sad times, downfalls, especially in the crisis, you know, that the world's in right now, you know, and I thought that we all need that little boost of confidence right now, that smile, and I hope that everybody's stories touch you and their answers. So I'm going to answer my own questions that I made everyone answer in this video. So state your name and age. My name is Samantha Kumal and I'm 26 years old. If you guys are a long-time viewer, then you will already know that. And number 2, how would you describe your style? Honestly, all over the place, guys. I love fandom clothing. I like thrive on that. So I have a lot of like kitty things in my wardrobe. So I have like monsters and clips that I made, Dalmatians, I have Harry Potter clothing, I'm wearing some Potter jewelry right now and some chocolate frog earrings. And for clothes that are not fandom related, I call them muggle clothing because, you know, they're not fandom related. Sometimes I can be boho, sometimes I can be grunge, sometimes I dress kind of punk, however you want to put that. Like, I love dark makeup, I love colored hair, but because of it being summertime, I don't really dye my hair with different colors because of the pool I'm always swimming in. The chlorine's gonna damage my hair anyway, so I always wait till like fall to do stuff like that with my hair. But yeah, like my style is all over the place. I don't have one specific style. Like, I'm just all over. Like, whatever mood I'm in, that's how I'll dress. So like I said, one day it could be grunge, punk, boho, very girly, summery, sometimes dressy, depends. I am not 100% big on dress clothes. It depends. Yeah, that's my style, just all over the place. Being in fashion, I mean, I like to dabble and try different things too, so I can't really say I have a specific style. And number 3, what confidence level would you say your style gives you? 100% confidence. I think it's like way past 100%. That is not being cocky. It is okay to love yourself and cheer yourself on, guys. Be your biggest fan. In school, I live in Pennsylvania. It's very based on agriculture. There's a lot of farmland around here. You'll drive and see like cows and stuff. You know, let's just say it's not really fashionable. There are some people that like that around here. Very rare though. So when I went to school and I dressed in my high heels and I had my nails done and I always had my toes painted, always had my hair done, I always had a new hairstyle every week. Yeah, I was always changing it up and I always loved to dress. Like fashion, you know, I have a passion for fashion, and Bratz dolls actually started that. That's not in the question, but it's me. I go off on little tangents here. So yeah, basically I got made fun of in school because I dress nice. I mean, it's weird because in movies, I mean, I'm not saying I expected this at all, I'm just saying something. Like in movies, they portray the popular girls or guys that, you know, dress nice, you know, and they have them like up there in school. Here, it's the total opposite. I dress nice, but I got bullied for it. People were like, who are you trying to impress? Why are you wearing high heels to school? I don't have a need to dress like that, blah, blah, blah. I didn't wear makeup in school. Like, I feel like in my day, that was not a thing. Like, lip gloss was it. That was all that I had. I had like 10 lip glosses in my purse, like the little ones with the tube, like the Victoria's Secret ones, lip smackers. That was all I did for makeup. That was it, nothing else. And, you know, just dress nice, that's all I did. But I got made fun of for it in school, but they never killed my vibe, guys. I was always the fashionista and I love that. And I didn't even win best dress, so I guess because like it's considered more casual down here, so I guess if you dress over the top or the slightest bit, you get made fun of. That's how it was in school. I got made fun of a lot. Yeah. So then number 4 is, what impact do you think that image has in the media and the world, and do you think it has its pros and cons? Now, media has a huge impact, especially in this generation. Oh my gosh, I remember when Instagram kind of came around, I had no clue what that was. I never had social media in school, so I didn't have MySpace or Facebook. I was totally like not into that stuff. And I just happened to make it in 2012, and I had many accounts that I would always delete them and then remake them. And then I got into YouTube, and it opened many doors for me, and I got to meet you guys, and oh, it just became such an amazing thing. It has its pros and it has its cons, guys. But I mean, it really depends on how you look at it. When I first made social media, people were really rude and harsh, and man did I get judged, and it still kind of happens sometimes, but I wouldn't say as much, but it definitely, like, it goes the way you perceive it. Like I said, it's amazing. I got to meet you guys. I get to express myself every day, and I get to share so many things that I love with you guys, and you guys reciprocate that, and you love what I love, and that's amazing because we could always like geek out and fangirl, you know, and the guys like things that I like too, so that's pretty cool. I have a really different audience, and it's amazing because it's such a big variety, and I just adore it so much. So I think that, like I said, pros, cons, it definitely has that. And then number 5, do you think that social media has a negative impact on how adults and younger teens / kids view themselves? And then last but not least is the advice. Like, what advice would I give anyone struggling with their image or personal style? I'm gonna kind of just like answer these together. So yes, I think that it has a negative impact on kids and teens because they're looking at this YouTuber that has like a what do you call it? I don't know. This huge haul from like Urban Outfitters, or they're looking at all of the goodies that they have or get sent, or whatever the case may be. In this case, I'd say I'm more of a different YouTuber. I dabble in beauty, fashion, and I'm a really big kid. Like, I have 2 Instagrams, one for all my toys, and then I have one where I make music videos and do really cute photos. So I'm just like in all fields. I love everything. I love geeking out, and I love fashion, beauty, makeup, everything. So I mean, I feel like when people see, like, for example, Funko pages, and they see people's collections, they feel so down that they don't own those things, and you don't need to own anything to be a fan. And you know, sometimes people can't afford them. That's fine. Don't beat yourself up about it. Social media is just, it's just about image. It's not real life, honestly. It's just what people want you to see. You know, there are days everybody hurts, everybody's happy, whatever the case may be, they don't want to show that. Like, I prefer my social media to be a happy place, but I do like to share stories once in a while, like in my captions with you guys, just to let you guys know that you're not alone. You know, we have all had hard times in life, and it surely knocks us down, guys, and it takes a toll on us, but you know, we can get back up there, and we can definitely get through it. I feel like adults, like a lot of adults will tell me this, like older women and stuff, that they gave up on their dreams because of a reason, or they're just not confident to post full body pictures or headshots. And I don't think you should hold back, because those models and those celebrities you guys see, they have a whole team to make them look like that, guys. And they have people that, you know, fitness coaches and people that help them eat properly. You know, we're all real people. We're all human beings. It doesn't matter what shape or size or race you are. You know, it's 2020. I wish that people would get this stuff together already. Like, just be you. Embrace yourself. Don't compare yourself to what people have. Don't compare yourself to anybody in general. And just embrace who you are. It doesn't matter what anybody has, honestly, because like I said, social media is just for show. It's just there, and I do it as a job as well, like being on YouTube, having my platforms and stuff. But you know what, I'm a real person, so are the celebrities that you guys look at and that you love as well. And you know, we all go through things, but we're all human inside, and I'm pretty sure those people have bad days too. They probably just don't show it. I don't know. But don't get fooled by the media. And I feel like a lot of people make fun of people that wear makeup. I never wore makeup, and I never had any interest in it. However, when I went to modeling school, we had to learn how to apply makeup the proper way for auditions and stuff like that. And I had to go out and buy makeup. It was part of the class, so you had to do that to get your grade. And then I started playing with it and my sister, and then that's how we got into it. And I just stumbled into YouTube, and then that's what happened. I ended up loving makeup. Like, I just love doing it. It's so fun, and just makeup is so fun to play with. And I do not do it to hide my face. I do it because I love fashion, and I feel like the two together just helps me express myself. Sometimes I'll like put gems right here, or I'll draw things on my face, like when I'm doing different things for costumes and stuff. So it's just about self-expression. You really don't need to compare yourself to anybody, because like I said, social media is just what you want it to be. So if there are things that make you feel uncomfortable, like what the other lady said in this video, like they said it beautifully, and I just talk a lot, so I have a lot to say about it, but they said it beautifully. Unfollow things that don't make you feel comfortable. If you have somebody that's making you feel a little uncomfortable, or it's not really, you know, going with your vibe, just unfollow them. Try to follow happier things, look at things that make you laugh. Like on my main Instagram, I follow you guys back. I like to interact with you because you guys are my audience, and I feel like it'd be rude not to follow back. And then on my other page, my Funko page, well, my merch page, I follow a lot of merch places like Disney and Hot Topic, Box Lunch, and a whole bunch of stuff because I like seeing toys. Those things make me happy, and I like to watch unboxings because I'm a big kid, and you know, those things make me happy. So I follow things that make me happy. And if there's something that I really don't want to follow, or I think it's always toxic, I just unfollow, because we don't need that in our life. So like I said, I kind of just gave you advice with that question, because you know, you always have time to figure out who you are, who you want to be, what you want to be. It doesn't matter what age you are either. It doesn't even matter if you're like 40. It doesn't matter. You guys still have time to think. There's no rush. I feel like everybody feels like they have to be rushed, especially in this day and age, that you need to have a job, you need to have a significant other, you need to be, well, married and have kids and a house and a car. Whoa, slow your roll. I'm 26, I don't have any of that yet. Yeah, like I'm just saying, like every day, treat it as a new chapter. Take it day by day, slow your roll, think, calm down, plan, write things in your planner. I do that. Write your goals down. When you accomplish it, cross it off. You know, like really think what you want to do and where you want to be. Don't compare yourself, because like I said, what you're seeing on social media is an illusion, and a lot of those people aren't what you think they are. Like it's a lot of front for social media. Like sometimes people just put out what they want to say, or they have publicists that tell them what to say or post. And I'm not like targeting people in general. Like I'm just saying it's the truth. Like, so don't be fooled by what you guys see. Like follow things that make you happy. You be happy in your own skin, dress up nicely, you know, feel good. You don't need to wear makeup. If you want to, go ahead. If you don't want to, it doesn't matter. If you don't want to dress up, you don't have to either. I'm just saying, like dressing up makes me feel good. I love my makeup. I never leave this house without having my face done and nice clothes. Like that's the way my family is. On my dad's side, like my grandparents always dress nice, and you know, my family is just like that. We like to carry ourselves that way. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'm just saying, like it runs in the blood. I just like that too. I love fashion. I like to dress up. So it gives me an opportunity to express myself when I go outside. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just find that happy medium for yourself. Find who you are. And guys, you'll do amazing. So I think I talked way too much. And there are 4 other ladies that need to be listened to as well. So I'm going to cut all this chit chat and shh, let them talk.
Hi Sam and Sam's viewers, thank you so much for having me here today. I'm really excited to collab with Sam on this video and speak a little bit about my personal style. So let me just start off by saying my name and age. So my name is Mamta and I am 33 years old and I'm from Hong Kong. So how would I describe my style and how do I own my look? I would say that my style is geek glitz, that combination of geek and glitz, fandom and fashion, pop culture and fashion, however you want to look at it or describe it, that's what I believe my style is. So that basically involves me wearing a lot of Harry Potter stuff into my daily wardrobe. And it might not necessarily just be Harry Potter, it could also be other fandoms like Marvel related stuff, Disney related stuff, just all the fandoms that I'm interested in. I like wearing jewelry items inspired by these fandoms, clothing items, headbands, accessories, stuff like that. I just like having that on me because I believe it just gives me a little bit of magic, and I believe I own my look by just pulling that off, just going about my day wearing all these Harry Potter items or geeky items. And I think there's always a way to bring it into my look, whether it's for a casual event or even a formal event. I will somehow have some geeky element on me that makes me happy, and that's part of my style. So what confidence level would I say my style gives me? I would say it actually gives me a great deal of confidence. And it's basically because it ties to me being happy. When I have these geeky elements on me that are somehow incorporated into my style, just by looking at it, it makes me happy. And because I'm happy, then that translates to confidence that comes over into my daily interactions. So whether I'm at work, whether I'm in a meeting, or whether I'm just hanging out with friends. So what impact do I think that image has in the media and the world? And do I think it has its pros and cons? I would say that image has a huge impact on the world in the way that it's portrayed in the media. So traditionally, you might look at like TV shows and see these celebrities and think, oh, this is what I want to aspire to be. Or you see magazines and you see these models and they've got like perfect body, perfect hair, great skin, and all these items. So when people look at that, they're like, this is what I need to be, because this is the way the media portrays it. This is what they consider beautiful or whatever. And what this does is it creates a false perception of the ideal image, because there's no such thing as the perfect image, right? So I think this is a huge con in the way things have been traditionally portrayed, because people may not realize that these celebrities or these models, they have a huge team that allows them to be depicted in this way. An average person might not have access to these same resources. So it does create that false perception of the ideal image. Now, that I would say is the con, right? Like, this is what it's been. But a pro is that in recent years, with our society becoming more aware of all these different things, image has become a little bit more inclusive. It isn't where it needs to be though, because there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in this space. But the pro is that there has been a change. So do I think that social media has a negative impact on how adults and younger kids and teens view themselves? I would say it does, because this ties back to the previous question of what's being portrayed in media. It's kind of similar to the type of image that's portrayed in social media. And you might find yourself come across a brand or even like an influencer that has all these different items, and you think, okay, this is what I want, this is what I need in order to be happy. But what people may not realize, especially if they're younger, this is possible, or even with adults, it's very possible that they may not realize that what they portray on social media is what they want you to see. It might not be their actual self. So it does create that unrealistic expectation again, and that could seriously impact another person's morale or self-worth when they see these unrealistic images. So what advice would I give to anyone struggling with their image or personal style? I would say accept yourself for who you are and don't feel like you need to be anybody else but yourself. So there is no ideal image that you need to follow. And I would say do some soul searching to figure out what makes you truly happy. Because once you know that, that will automatically come across in your style, because you will be content with yourself. And if you are struggling to figure out how to do this, I would suggest actually including more positive influences in your life that will help you reach that will help affect your thoughts in positive ways. So that could mean following body positive or positive social media influencers, reading positive quotes, reading good books that include diversity, inclusivity, and TV shows, movies as well. Because the more you fill your life with positive influences, that could impact how you view your self-worth, and it will help you discover what makes you truly happy.
Hi, I'm Shayla. I'm 26 years old and from Germany. So how would I describe my look? I would say I am very feminine. I love dresses, I love skirts, I love everything that shows my curves, and I love a dramatic, sophisticated look. So my favorite colors are black, red, and white, gold, and more dramatic stuff. So this is how I mostly dress. And how do I own my look? I would say with my confidence, and I own my look in that I know what to wear. So I know my body, I know what fits my body, I know the colors that I have to wear, that I have to mix with each other. So yeah, that's how I would say I own my look. What confidence level gives me my look? I would say all the confidence. I mean, I'm a very confident person. It has not always been like this. It was a progress and it was a road that I have to walk on. But yeah, if you dress dress nice, if you have a nice dress on, or if you have like a job interview or a date and you buy something new and you know, okay, I really look good, then you own every situation, you will just rock it. So yeah, so fashion and image gives us all the confidence, I would say. Yeah, so what impact has image in media? I would say a huge. Image is just everything. So if you have a new TV show or a new film that's going to be made, you always have fashion stylists there who are really professional, who dress all the actors, and how they get dressed is a part of playing a role also. So yeah, it's also all the celebrities. I mean, before they go out, they always dress nice, they have a good makeup on because they present something, and I think it's also a good thing. You can have a role model where you say, oh wow, she's beautiful, or she's doing a lot of good stuff for the environment, or she donates, or he or she donates a lot of money for charity or something. This can be an image, but there are also negative images in media. For example, when I was a teenager in the beginning of the 2000s, there were celebrities like Kate Moss, who I really adored at the time, or people like Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, however they are called, and I think they had a really negative impact on myself. I was never wearing a bikini when I was a teenager because I was thinking I'm fat, because I didn't exactly look like a Kate Moss, or my belly wasn't a six-pack. I mean, I was super skinny when I was a teenager, and I didn't have the confidence to wear a bikini. It's really crazy, but that was something that media did to me, because I was not looking like a Paris Hilton or like a Kate Moss, so I was thinking I'm wrong, and I should not wear something like this. And I think these are really the negative sides of media. And yeah, social media also doesn't have a negative impact on self-image. I would say yes and no. It depends who you're following on social media. If you just follow people like Kim Kardashian and all these Kardashians, people who are more like them, then you will always have the feeling that you are wrong. You will be like one of these girls that tries to get Botox, lip injection, changing their hair colors, even changing their eye colors with contact lenses and whatever, because they have the feeling that they are wrong and they have to look like this. But in my opinion, if you follow more people who are more like you, it can have a really positive impact. I get so many messages from so many people on Instagram that tell me, hey, I love how positive you're with your body, and you're an extremely positive person, and that's something that I really admire. And I always tell people, yes, you could totally also be like this. And I think it can also have a good impact on people, but it depends on yourself. If you just follow people who are not like you and you know you will never be like this, it can be not good for you, so you have to choose your own way. So what advice would I give people who struggle with their image? That's a good thing to ask. For example, as I already said, you should follow more people who are more like you. So I don't follow people like Kim Kardashian or Paris Hilton or Kate Moss on Instagram. It makes no sense for me because it would make me probably feel bad. I follow more people, for example, like Ashley Graham, because she's more like me, and that's something that I can identify myself with. So I would say choose the right people on social media, and if you struggle with your self-image, I would say try to dress better, try to look what you can wear, what's good for your body, how different, I mean everybody body is different, but you can dress it better to feel better. And if you have a problem that you know, that you say, okay, I really don't know how to, I have no idea, then contact fashion stylist and an image consultant, and they will be able to help you with this. I would really say that this is something good to do for yourself. So it's a one-time investment, and yeah, these are my advices. So I hope they helped you a little bit. See you. Bye bye.
Hello, my name is Catalina. I am 26 years old. I am from Austin, Texas. I live out in the country. I would say my style is definitely very casual. I love wearing jeans and usually like a graphic tee or something. I've been wearing a lot of like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Funko shirts. If you guys love Funko products, I do too. Follow me on Instagram at Funko Pop Vibe. Lately, my favorite character has been the Child. I am obsessed with him. I have so many t-shirts, sweatshirts, you name it, of him. But right now, like, I have a Black Panther t-shirt. It was just that kind of day. I usually wear it with either like sandals, sneakers, whatever I feel like. When I do go out, I obviously wear like something, I don't know, cuter, like a blouse, but jeans are like my go-to right now. I feel like I can run, I can jump, I don't have to worry about the way I look like when I'm walking. So that is definitely my go-to. For special events, it's very rare when I wear dresses, just because I don't like them. But yeah, I do feel like media has impacted the way that women especially feel about themselves. They always advertise, they have great advertisement. They always advertise things that are either expensive, or they have those models that are super small, and I feel like that impacts how people think about themselves. I would say it definitely has its pros, especially with social media. I feel like people have that option of either getting inspired by some looks. People can, compliment you on how you look, which is wonderful. But obviously it has its cons as well. You always feel like you have to be as happy as other people, or they make you believe that they're happy when they're really not. And so obviously if you are struggling with something related to any kind of mental illness or self-image, I would recommend eating healthy, sleeping well, drinking plenty of water, and most importantly, loving yourself.
Rachel Beck. I'm 25 years old, and you all might know me from my blog and store Fan Corner Creations. I would describe my style as casually chic, comfortably chic, with a fandom twist. So what that essentially means is in the summer I really like just to the knee, like fun summer dresses, and in the winter I prefer like leggings and sweaters. So, and then the nerdy twist is I'm not wearing any now, but usually I'm known for wearing fandom earrings. So whether that's my own creation earrings, like my wing keys, or like I have like diamond Mickey stud earrings, or just things like that. So I like to add those little elements. And then all of my bags, literally every single one, is fandom. I collect Loungefly bags with an obsession. I think I'm probably up to I'm looking at the collection, that's what's happening, 10 now. Both the little backpacks, that's kind of like my go-to, I'm known for those. And then I have 2 of the handbags as well that I really love. So I'm just kind of always bringing that funness of my style. I would say owning that look is just about really loving what you wear. In my experience, I've definitely had people, authority figures like parents, or random people who are kind of like, oh, really? And here's the thing, when I try to dress like other people would prefer me to dress, right? So I don't know, J. Crew style, I would say. I don't feel comfortable in my body. I feel very out of place and awkward. But if you really love what you're wearing, I think that's so key, is like finding the things that you love. Like, for example, I know red lipstick makes me feel fierce. So for recording this, I put some on. So I think just finding those things that make you feel special and bring you joy. Like if you're gonna spend money on things and you're gonna be spending your day in them, like love them. Even if it's your leggings that you work out in or your sweatpants, like you should love those. And that can mean different things, right? Like my sweatpants can be something that I love because they're comfy versus like loving because they look good per se. But like you need to love your things, and then once you love your things and you find your style, I think owning it just kind of comes naturally. I would say that my confidence level, I would say that it makes me confident when I wear the things that I love, because if I love the things I'm wearing, I think I don't feel like I'm trying to be someone else, and so then I can just be more authentically me. I also think it's a great way to kind of figure out the people that are around you that really like you or that have things in common with you. Like if I'm out and about and someone's like, oh my god, I love your Dole Whip bag, I know that this person and I are gonna jive, right? So like there's always something that I can connect with people on, the way I dress. And that'll be different depending on your style for sure. But I think for me that's a confidence booster in and of itself. So media images. When I was growing up, and by growing up I mean high school, I remember seeing the Victoria's Secret models in the malls. I actually worked for Victoria's Secret for a while, and so I was surrounded by it all the time. And I remember feeling like I will never be like those women. Obviously just exiting high school, that was the height of like metabolism, and I was a dancer, so I like worked out 8 hours a day and all these crazy things, and I still didn't look like these women. And I remember feeling so frustrated and sad, like why can't I be perfect? But so I think definitely, of course, that there is that opportunity for media to have sort of a negative say on you. But what I would say is the one time in your life where you should just surround yourself by the viewpoint you want to see is in your social feeds. And by that, I'm specifically, when it comes to media, I'm talking about your Instagram feeds. So follow people that spark joy for you, right? That maybe look similar to you, or they have a style you want to aspire to, or like they dress the way you do, they're nerds like you. Like that can mean so many different things. It can still be diverse, right? But like if you fill up your feeds with people that you love, like I'm thinking like At Color by Courtney, kind of things like that, like I love her stuff, then it's not as toxic, right? Because I can control that I'm seeing a diverse array of bodies and different ways to look in the world. Versus if you're just looking at every single day, if you're following like all the big brands and you're following like maybe all your high school friends that all kind of look the same, you're gonna get that reinforcement of like, this is what I'm supposed to look like. So if that's not your style, you're gonna feel really uncomfortable. So I would say surround yourself and seek out those voices of people who are more in tune with you, right? And branch out from your normal, like, these are my high school people. Like, branch out. Like, what else is out there? Who else is putting out good content? And who can you learn from? You know what I mean? I can't tell you how life-changing that will be. I deleted all my personal social media accounts. I know Samantha was probably meaning media as in like billboards and whatever, but I'm going to talk about social media. Obviously, that's what I've been doing. But I deleted all my private media accounts actually out of high school. Well, a few years out of high school, because I just felt like they were toxic all the time. And looking back, I can really figure out why that is. It's because everyone looked like me, but they were doing better things than me. And so it was just easier to play that comparison game. And it's just not fun, right? But once I made my fandom page that I now run, like I got to find out, oh, oh my goodness, I had no idea there's all these public accounts that are so fun and lively. Oh, whoops, I kind of combined those two questions. Whoops. Okay, we'll move on again. If you're really struggling with your image, okay, so I'm gonna be candid. If you're struggling with your image, I struggled with my image for years. You know, coming from a very dancer mindset when I went into college, like obviously my body changed a lot. Just like a lot of people experience going into college, but maybe more drastically. And I hated it. I hated my body. I felt uncomfortable. On top of that, I was going to a university that was very strict in stress code. So I felt very aware of my body and uncomfortable in it in just all kinds of ways. But I would say the most important thing you can do is start to figure out what makes you you versus what you've been told to like. So that can mean getting a Pinterest account, right? And searching images. What things are like drawing you and what things are making you excited? I mean, clothes are something you live in all day, right? I mean, unless you're a nudist. So you have to find those things that are gonna bring joy to your life. It's kind of like doing the Marie Kondo method, but with your style. That's how I would describe it. So test some things out, kind of start to feel that out. And then as for your image, I would say, you know, if you're struggling with how you know, like you don't feel like you're the right size or you don't feel like you're the right whatever, like I think that's where it becomes so key to follow people who maybe like influencers who are big, who are ooh, that sounded bad. I meant influencers who are like influencers. Influencers are big by definition. That's why they're influencers. And then the other piece of advice I'd give is find out what being healthy means to you, right? If you don't love your body won't be nice to you, right? If you're pushing yourself constantly to do those more exercises, classes, to eat nothing, or to eat crazy healthy, right? Drastic changes. Chances are, unless you're that type of person that thrives on that, you're going to be very unhappy. You're actually not going to be super healthy because you're going to be so stressed all the time that it's just not working for your body. I know because I did this. I literally have lived this. And so what I can say is once you start loving your body, and I realized okay, I don't care as much about my weight anymore, for example. I just care that I'm drinking enough water, and I started with simple things. And then as I took care of my body and I listened to my body and I figured out what things made me feel healthy, what things didn't make me feel healthy, I was able to like my image better just because it was wow, how cool is this body that's allowing me to grow this much in this short amount of time in whatever pursuit that happens to be, right? So for me, that was yoga. For you, that might just be being able to do a certain hike you want to do, or whatever that can mean for you. Appreciating the things your body does on a daily basis is so huge. And treating your body with grace, the more you treat your body with grace, I think the more you appreciate it, and the more you appreciate it, I think the harder it is to be as mean to it in your self-dialogue, because you realize, oh wait, why am I telling my body she sucks? She pulled an all-nighter last night because I procrastinated like an idiot and she survived. It's I don't know, that could mean so many different things, but I think just finding that for you.
Alright my babies, and that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and guys, turn on that notifications bell because I definitely want to do more collabs like this in the future. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Did this video help you in any way, shape, or form? Because I really hope that it did. I tried to get some fresh new faces for this video because I want you guys to hear a variety of opinions from different people. and you know, like real talk, like not this social media thing, not this like perfect world. I want you guys to hear real people's opinions and advice. So I hope that this helped you guys, and to everybody that took part in this video and volunteered, and for those of you who did volunteer but because of personal reasons or whatever and you guys could not make it, I still appreciate you guys reaching out and even volunteering to be in my video. That still meant a lot to me. So thank you to the people who actually participated, and thank you to the people that reached out but wasn't able to do it. I still love you guys, and I will definitely keep you guys in mind for the next video. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye!
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And